Today, on our recruit schedule, we have what we call Fight for Your Life drills. It's a culmination of all the skills that they've learned as far as their defensive tactics, their use of force classes and things of that nature, their baton skills, taser, the OC, everything is in play, if you will, for this training day. And what we do is in the beginning of the day, we have them get together. We have some of our defensive tactics instructors actually acting out as suspects. And our recruits, they're placed in certain situations, and we do what are called micro battles, where basically we kind of place them into the middle of the fight that they could potentially be in one day. We put them in the middle of it, and they start from the middle of the fight and then work their way to a solution. Then in the afternoon, what we do is we have them do a series of scenarios, and that's your traditional, okay, you've arrived at a house or some other business or whatnot, and this is what you have. This is just situation, and then they'll actually come in, assess what's going on, use the appropriate amount of force or no force at all, depending on the situation. And then once the scenario's resolved, then we question them. What did you see? What did you hear? What charges, if any, could you charge the suspect or suspects in the case, in the situation with, things like that. So they really, not only do they have to know how to use all their skills, but then they also have to, while they're doing it and then after the scenario, they have to articulate why they took the action that they did.
It's definitely nice to go through the scenario training before you get out there. That way you at least have an idea of what you're doing. So that when you get out there you don't mess up completely. You have an idea of what you're supposed to do.
You learn that you can apply all the things that we've learned up to this point and be able to use them and use them effectively. It's helped to be able to apply that, and we do everything. It's pretty slow during the academy, and it's fun to do it full speed. It helps build your confidence, seeing that you can actually apply some of these techniques.
They've been doing really well. At this point in their training, they're really close to their graduation date. So the expectations are high, but for the most part, they're met. We have a few little, I won't even call them problems, but we have a few situations that arise, and it's common for persons with their experience level, things that they probably could have done differently, but better for them to make those decisions now if they're incorrect, and we can tweak them a little bit and offer them some additional training to make sure that when they do finally graduate and go into the FTO program, that they've made most of their mistakes in a training environment and not while they're out dealing with the public.
Yeah, that was good. I know we're in a fight. Where are you supposed to kneel on my head when you're calling to tell?
I wouldn't say it's changed. I'm a better fighter and analyzer, but it helps acclimate you to be more calm in a stressful situation.
It's an eye-opener. I don't have a lot of experience, and so it helps me to realize that I can be successful in a hands-on situation. It's an opportunity to put to practice the techniques and training that we've learned throughout the academy.
The main result is to resolve the situation with the least amount of force necessary, and that transcends into their entire police career. But after the situation's over, after people have been helped, situations calm down and everything, they need to be able to articulate what they're doing and things and go into the report, because certain elements of crimes need to be met to actually successfully try them in court, or not only to charge them properly, but then when it comes to court and they need to articulate why they did what they did, not only when it comes to use of force situation, but are the elements of all the crimes that they saw or think they saw present, and are the charges appropriate? And if so, are we going to be able to, will the officer be able to get a conviction on the crime based on what he's put into his report?
Are you kidding me? Is that 2-on-1? Come on, let's not play with this guy. Come on now, let's not play with this guy.
Give me your arm. Give it up.
Index. All right, holster your weapons. Find your gear. Get up on the line. Let's go.
Basically, you got to be calm in situations. You can't let emotions take over you. You've got to go ahead and act rationally, but quickly.
We make sure that they're very in tune with what's going on. They can articulate it and document it properly, so when they need it later, they have it.
Now let's not play with this guy.